All right, let's just dive right into this explainer. We're looking at a massive, and I mean absolutely massive, wealth shift coming up by 2026. Picture this. You wake up a couple of years from now, and you realize that people who learned a few highly specialized skills are out there earning more in a single month than most people make in a whole year. The wild truth we're unpacking today is that building wealth isn't really about collecting fancy degrees anymore. It is entirely about possessing highly leveraged, in-demand skills. So let's get into it. So here's our roadmap. We'll kick things off with the 2026 wealth shift, dive into the creative engine, check out the revenue generators, look at the future proofers, uncover the ultimate wealth skill, and wrap it all up with make your next move. All right, section 1, the 2026 wealth shift, degrees versus skills. Look, the world is shifting under our feet, right? AI is literally rebuilding industries from the ground up. Remote work has blown the doors wide open for global opportunities, and traditional businesses are scrambling to get online. The old reality was basically crossing your fingers and hoping a piece of paper, a degree, would get you a safe job. But the 2026 reality, it's completely flipped. While millions are still fighting it out in that old system, a small, laser-focused group of people are quietly stacking very specific digital skills. And companies are practically throwing money at them right now because they desperately need what those people can do. Which brings us to the million-dollar question. Will you be one of them? Are you ready to adapt and actually take the reins of your financial future? If you're nodding right now, let's start the countdown. Moving on to section 2, the creative engine, building the modern internet. Kicking off our countdown at number 10, we've got video editing. Millions of videos are uploaded every single day. But here's the crazy part. Most creators and brands have absolutely no clue how to edit properly. That's your golden ticket. It's a seriously lucrative freelance skill. You're taking raw, boring footage and transforming it into something that captures millions of eyeballs. Because attention is the ultimate currency of the internet, freelance editors are easily pulling in hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars for a single project. And coming in at number 9 is graphic design. Think about it. Every successful business on the planet desperately needs visual branding. We're talking logos, ads, YouTube thumbnails, website layouts, the whole shebang. Graphic designers are the crucial creatives making these companies actually stand out in a ridiculously crowded market. The sharper your designs, the bigger your paycheck. Plus, thanks to modern platforms, you can do this from anywhere in the world. Hitting number 8, we have content creation. Make no mistake, content is the raw fuel of the internet. Whether you're building an audience on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, if you can create valuable content, you hold a massive amount of power. And honestly, all you really need to get started is a smartphone and just relentless consistency. With just those two things, regular people are building audiences that bring in millions in brand deals. It's wild. All right, section 3, the revenue generators, skills that persuade. Stepping it up to number 7, we've got digital marketing. Look, you could invent the greatest product in human history, but if nobody knows it exists, it's gonna flop. Digital marketing is a top-tier skill because these experts use social media, SEO, and paid ads to directly turn clicks into cash for businesses. And trust me, companies will happily open their wallets for anyone who can consistently bring in more sales. At number 6 is the absolute engine of commerce, sales and persuasion. This is universally known as one of the highest income skills on earth, period. If you can communicate effectively, persuade, and actually solve a customer's problem, you will crush it in literally any industry. The world's top entrepreneurs aren't just lucky, they are elite communicators. They use this skill to move the needle and drive massive success. Halfway there at number 5, copywriting. Simply put, words sell. Every single ad, email campaign, or sales page you've ever bought something from, someone strategically wrote those words. Elite copywriters deeply understand human psychology. They know exactly how to get someone to stop scrolling and start buying, turning a few perfectly chosen words into millions of dollars in revenue for their clients. Riding that massive digital wave, number 4 is e-commerce. Online shopping isn't just growing anymore, it is exploding globally. We're talking projected trillions of dollars worldwide. This is a gigantic opportunity for anyone to build a location-independent business using platforms like Shopify or Amazon. The winner tier, they master product research, smart marketing, and customer service to sell physical goods to the entire world. So when you look at these 4 together, digital marketing, sales, copywriting, and e-commerce, they all share one massive high-value function: attracting customers and driving revenue. If you can master just one of these, your intrinsic value to the market goes through the roof. You literally become the bridge between a business and its financial success. Next up, Section 4, the future proofers, highly leveraged tech. Breaking into the top 3, we have AI and automation. These are the skills actively building the future. AI is, without exaggeration, creating one of the biggest wealth opportunities in modern history. If you know how to actually wield these AI tools, you can work infinitely faster, automate the boring stuff, and solve complex problems way more efficiently than anyone else around you. And there is a very clear line being drawn in the sand right now. It's the people who fear AI versus the people who use it. Listen to this. AI is not going to replace skilled people. Actually, scratch that. It's only going to replace the people who stubbornly refuse to adapt and use AI to their advantage. The future belongs entirely to the adapters. Coming in at number 2 is software development. Because, let's face it, tech runs the modern world. Every app, website, platform, and even those AI systems we were just talking about, developers built them. Yes, learning to code is tough, it takes serious dedication, but it consistently remains one of the highest paying skills out there, simply because the world desperately needs people to build the future, and there just aren't enough of them. All right, we made it to Section 5, the ultimate wealth skill, the master key. The number 1 spot. The absolute climax of our countdown is problem solving and entrepreneurship. Think about it. Every wildly successful company out there exists for one simple reason. It solves a problem for someone. Entrepreneurship is basically training your brain to look at the world, spot where things are broken or inefficient, and build immense value from scratch. It all boils down to this one truth from the explainer. The richest people don't get paid for their time. They get paid for solving problems. That right there, that is the most powerful takeaway of this entire thing. Your wealth is directly tied to the size of the problems you fix. You solve a huge problem, you get a huge reward. It really is that simple.
Finally, Section 6, make your next move.
So how do you actually secure your spot in this 2026 economy? Remember the one thing principle. You absolutely do not need to master all 10 of these skills. Honestly, you just need to pick one. Go incredibly deep into that single skill before the rest of the crowd catches on. The people who are going to be wealthy by 2026 won't necessarily be the smartest, and they won't just be lucky. They're going to be the ones who picked a lane and took decisive action. The future is literally being built as we speak. So I'm going to leave you with this to kickstart your journey. Which skill are you going to start learning today? Your success in 2026 starts with the choice you make right